Hi, I'm Courtney McQuade with Markets Group here at our 7th Private Equity Forum in San Francisco. With me is Anurag Chandra, trustee of the San Jose Pension Plan. It's great to see you, Anurag.
Great to see you too. Great to be here.
So I know you have another part of your career other than being the trustee at the San Jose Pension Plan. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I've been in Silicon Valley for about 25 years now. 3 tours of duty in startups. 2 were successes. We sold them to public companies. The other was a spectacular failure, right? You have to have one of those in Silicon Valley, though, right? It's a badge of honor. But most of my career has been on the investing side. I've been in 4 venture funds now in my career. I don't know the exact AUM, but I've helped probably manage over $2 billion of capital in the venture capital asset class. Lived through the NASDAQ bubble bursting, the great financial crisis, and whatever this downturn is being described as. So a lot of pattern matching and lessons learned over a career doing that. Most recently, I'm kind of combining my allocator hat and my direct investing hat as the CIO of a small family office. It's a friend of mine whose company I was on the board of in the 2000s. He had a very nice outcome, sold the business about 2 years ago. We never raised outside capital for the business, so yeah, he got to keep all the proceeds. And it's a bit of a barbell strategy, a lot of liquid strategies to help him preserve wealth for him and his family, and then really a venture studio. I mean, he's an inveterate entrepreneur, and so a lot of my direct investing experience is really relevant to what we're doing on the private side for him.
That's incredible. He's certainly lucky to have you with that kind of experience.
No, I feel it's mutual. He's a really good guy. I'm glad I get to work with him.
I love that. And you just came off of our closing keynote panel talking about the LP's perspective in the global private markets.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit about what were the key highlights there?
It was a great panel. It was really interesting to hear Shruti and Zach talk about how they think about this asset class, and I also really appreciated Shruti's comments on AI. Zach got very detailed on some of the portfolio construction issues. You know, generally I'm bullish on tech. This is what I've done for my career as we focus on venture, and maybe I'll make some comments about private equity as well. Look, I think there's 4 or 5 platform technologies, AI being one of them, and maybe some of the others informed by AI, that will generate, internet wealth. So I think it's important to be in the asset class. But venture capital's become tricky. It's big. There are a lot of big funds. Many of them are acting like asset managers themselves. The opportunity to drive those 5x, 10x, 15x returns on a fund that we saw in the late 90s is much harder now. So tons of opportunity, but the industry has matured so much that you have to be careful. And I sort of feel similarly about private equity, where I think the niche and mid-market strategies tend to be better than the mega funds that have developed over the generations.
Mm-hmm. What about secondaries?
Oh, secondaries are great right now. I have friends who've managed secondary funds, so if they see this, I apologize. I think secondaries are, as opposed to other asset classes where I think you just need to be in them consistently, I think secondaries is more opportunistic, and we're in a good market cycle right now. So the bid and ask spreads, best I can tell, were a little bit wide, but they're narrowing and people are transacting. And I think a really good allocator should have some kind of exposure in the secondaries market, especially in the venture world right now.
Incredible. Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. It's great to meet you, Anurag.
Terrific. Thanks for having me. It's great to meet you too.
Absolutely. And we're live at our San Francisco Private Equity Forum.